It's an NFL South crossover episode. Both these teams crossing continents for this one, NFL Berlin style.
Yes, this is Munich singing John Denver as one.
And one of these two will cross back over to Dub Country when it's over. The Atlanta Falcons coming up just short versus New England Week 9, taking on the Indianapolis Colts overseas, who just had their 4-game win streak snapped.
Jones intercepted! Joey Porter Jr. says good night.
There's some simplicity to all this with the Colts. They're 7-2 now. 29-plus points in each of their wins. Both losses, offense only able to muster 20.
Let's take a listen. Oh, yeah, lead.
Lost both their games 27-20 actually. Both losses, the only two games Daniel looked more Danny Dimes and not so much Indiana Jones. He threw 2 INTs, an 80 rate in their loss to the Rams, 3 INTs, a 63 rate in their loss to Pittsburgh.
They'll throw it, intercepted! It's picked off by Wilson!
Jones with a 100-plus rate in each of their 7 wins. Take it a step further. His season rate is 101, but versus the blitz, it drops to 93. That's relevant this week because no team has been sending 5-plus more often this year than Atlanta. It helped them sack Drake May last week 6 times.
Scooped up by Pierce on the return, and Campbell trips him up.
Jones threw 50 times a week ago, sacked 5 times in the process, most he's taken this season.
Recover the ball. The holy trifecta for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense.
Atlanta's ability to get to May didn't translate to great defense or pass defense, though. They gave up a 102 rate to May, 250-plus yards, almost 9 yards per attempt, and 2 TDs.
And look where Drake May has time to not only survey the field, but step up and find Pop Douglas.
Falcons secondary holding quarterbacks to an 88 rating in 2025, but have struggled their last 2 outings, in which their defense has given up 24-plus points back-to-back games, 24 to New England, 8 for 12 on 3rd down, 3 for 4 in the red zone.
May over the middle, he's got Hunter Henry, turns it upfield and picks up the first down.
51 yards allowed to tight end Hunter Henry last week, 38 yards and a TD to Stephon Diggs, 100 yards and a touchdown to Demario Douglas. Jones still threw for 342 yards versus Pittsburgh. Josh Downs, 57 yards and a score.
Open man is Downs for the score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Downs with a TD in 3 straight. Michael Pittman, 9 catches, 115 yards versus the black and gold.
Hits the open man, Michael Pittman. First down, Indianapolis.
And Alec Pierce with 115 yards, his first 100-yard game.
Yeah, Alec Pierce is one of those deep threats where he has the speed to do it down the field.
DJ wasn't the only Colt to flame out versus Pittsburgh. JT with just 45 yards, a season low. Jonathan Taylor, 3.2 a carry.
And then driven backwards. No gain on the play.
Atlanta held New England's backs under 4 per run, brought their season number versus running backs down to 4.3. Not great, but better than the league average of 4.4.
Gets right by Mac Hollins, gets in the backfield, and comes up with a tackle for a loss.
Atlanta's own star running back also comes in off a subpar game as a runner. Bijan Robinson only 46 yards last week, 3.8 a carry.
Robinson couldn't see it, pointing up at the sun, and it's 4th down.
Bijan has struggled in 3 straight, toking it after he hit Buffalo with 170, less than 47 yards in 3 straight, less than 4 yards per carry 3 straight. Atlanta 23 points in their Week 9 loss. Dang kicker, or would have been 24 and who knows how much more, but the 1 for 10 showing on 3rd down has to be fixed too.
Throws and completes it, but well short of a first down.
Overall, Atlanta has only passed the 24-point marker twice in 8 games. Indy's defense, they just gave up 27 to Pittsburgh.
Catch, turn, touchdown, Fryer move.
Got some butts here, not as many as a Nicky vid, but their own offense giving the ball up 6 times tilted things. They held Pittsburgh to 4 for 12 on 3rd down, stopped half of the 6 red zone trips they faced, held Aaron Rodgers to 203 yards, just 5.8 yards per attempt.
So it sets up a 3rd and long now for Pittsburgh. 9:20 mark of the second quarter.
And now they have sauce they can pour onto London, if he's healthy anyway. Colts shocking the NFL world this week, trading for Gardner. Hasn't been as locked down as normal, but Indianapolis is banking big that he will return to form with a shoe on his helmet.
DK Metcalf matched up with Sauce Gardner.
They're holding quarterbacks to an 87 rating, so right next door to Atlanta. They dropped Rodgers 3 times, only a handful of teams with more than their 26 sacks.
Rodgers on a 3rd and 11 will take the sack.
They unleash all that on Michael Penix. He only took 1 sack on 37 pass attempts versus New England, returned from a 1-week absence due to an injury, came back to throw 3 touchdowns without being picked off, a nice 103 rating.
Trying a deep shot, looking for London. Flag is down. London makes the catch.
Only the second game with a 100-plus rate, only 6 yards per attempt last week too. Colts DBs held DK Metcalf to 2 catches, 6 yards. 56 yards given up to Calvin Austin, held everyone else under 45 yards. Drake London is Penix's go-to, of course, went to him for all 3 of his touchdowns, 118 yards.
If he actually brought this one in, 1 foot 2. Wow.
That's a C-note plus in 3 of Drake's last 4 now, touchdowns in 3 of his last 4 too. Kyle Pitts 38 yards versus the Pats, Darnell Mooney 15. Bijan had trouble low, but 50 yards up high at least.
Penix, oh what a catch with one hand! Bijan Robinson!
And as for when Robinson runs, Colts held Jalen Warren to a paltry 1.9 a carry on 16 tries, now holding backs to 3.9 for the year.
He knew exactly what play was going to be run and made the most out of it.
Kinda odd, this is one of the more lopsided matchups in NFL lore. The Colts have played the Falcons 18 times and won 15 of them. They took the first 10 in a row. It took until 1998 for Atlanta to finally get on the board.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I'm hungry.
Guys, let's lay it on the line. Next play is the biggest play of the game. Let's get it done. Let's win this thing on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And a week later, after shaking off injuries, quarterback Chris Chandler didn't miss a step and threw for a season-high 297 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Colts.
Jamal still on his feet trying to get some extra yardage.
Header as Chandler and the Falcons build their record to 11-2. 2 years ago, 3-13 was this team.